The voting process got off to a relatively smooth start on Monday morning as citizens across Guyana turned out to cast their ballots in the general and regional elections. While operations at polling stations were steady and on schedule, there were some concerns. Among them were reports of individuals having trouble with the voters' list. In some cases, persons could not immediately locate their names, while in other cases, individuals stated that their names were not listed at all.
It was clean, it was smooth, right? The only thing though, I wish that we had, instead of the numbers to the room, they should have put the names, the initials for persons' last names to find. Yeah, because some persons, instead of going agent down at the bottom to search where they're going to be, they came up looking at the list and some persons couldn't leave the next property. Well, they said you have to turn off your cell phones. But I choose to leave the cell phone with one of my family members outside. And then if you want change, right, you should come out. Being non-participating, perhaps staying home, doesn't add to that. It's almost like if you have a non-valid ballot.
Another point of concern centered on the layout of voting booths. Electors noted that the design did not always guarantee the secrecy of the ballot, as the booths seemed arranged in a way that focused more on preventing the use of phones rather than ensuring full privacy of choice. Despite these hiccups, the voting process itself flowed efficiently in the morning hours. At most of the locations visited, there were no long queues and voters were able to cast their ballots without prolonged waiting. This contributed to the calm and orderly atmosphere observed at the sites. The morning turnout, while not overwhelming, was steady and encouraging. It reflected a willingness among voters to take part in shaping the country's future. First time voters were also present at the polls, marking their participation in the democratic process for the very first time.
Process was actually really easy and quick. I didn't have to wait that long. I had to wait like 7 minutes or so. I was kind of nervous, but everything went smoothly. It was very easy and everyone was very helpful as to what I had to do.
Among the early voters this morning were party leaders and candidates, including PPPC's presidential candidate, Dr. Irfan Ali, who, along with the First Lady Arya Ali, cast his ballot at the Neurotechnical Vocational Training Center. APNU's presidential candidate Aubrey Norton, who cast his ballot at Pleasance, and Win presidential candidate Azure Mohammed, who voted at Eccles. Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes in Mocha,